we'll begin today by setting our intentions. We're going to be releasing things that no longer serve us and expanding into more of our truthful selves. And we get to decide how this process unfolds. Our first intention is that this process always happen in the gentlest and easiest way available. This process always requires surrender. And as we're surrendering, we set the intention that we're only always surrendering to the best version of ourselves. The wisest version, the most loving version, the healthiest version, the most peaceful version, the most prosperous version. With those intentions set, we have a structure which will allow us to easily and safely relax, release, and expand. So we'll begin with deep breaths. In through the nose, breathing deeply into the body, releasing on the exhale. And in this process of releasing and expanding, we recognize that sometimes it might be difficult for us to be objective or have wider perspective on things that are ready to be released. Some of the things we've been holding on to for so long may seem like they're part of us and an important part of us, and it may be hard to recognize that it's even something that isn't serving us or that we can release it. So we're going to keep taking deep breaths. And so to help us with the perspective, to help us release those things that may be extra stuck or just outside of our awareness or may feel like are just part of us and impossible to let go of, today we're going to ask for help. We recognize that existence is infinite. And within the infinite expanse of existence, there are an infinite number of angels and different beings of light who are ready, willing, and able to help us, and all we have to do is ask. And we can think of it a different way. We're also infinite beings, and if we kept expanding our awareness to see ourselves on increasingly greater levels, increasingly more expanded levels, that are expanded far beyond our current ability to perceive, out into other dimensions, into other spheres, into greater and increasingly expanded levels of being. Our consciousness is infinite and so expansive that those angels and beings of light that we're calling in could just as easily be thought of as parts of ourselves, the wisest parts, the purest parts, the the ones that are so full of light and love, existing at levels that we're not so easily capable of perceiving in this moment. So we call on those angels of beings of light. We recognize that they're really only parts of our own expanded consciousness. We can also bring in the idea that we are timeless and that there are versions of ourselves that exist in the past and the future. And we can think of a future version of ourselves that's the most fully self-aware, the most fully actualized, that's the truest, fullest version of us, that is our full, true potential, completely actualized. That version of us exists right now. And they are always calling us towards it. Always gently nudging us, helping us, guiding us. So along with the angels and beings of light that we're calling in, we'll also ask that that future version of ourselves aid and assist us today in releasing what's no longer serving us and expanding into our truth. So with the help of our future selves and these angels and beings of light, today we're going to do a full release, an energetic reset. So every particle of our beings is going to be completely reset, freed from old patterns, free from restrictions, free from limitations. So at the very deepest level of our beings, we can rearrange our whole energy structure to fully align with our best truth, our best joy, our best prosperity and purpose in all time and all space. So we're going to continue with deep breaths. And sending out the request to these angels and beings of light and the best version of our future selves. We're going to fully release and continue with deep breaths and just allow these helpers to do their work. And we've invited them in, and our job now is to do nothing, to breathe deeply, to relax, to surrender each deep breath. Releasing and letting go. And opening every particle of our beings to receive this help, to receive this guidance. Each deep breath, to let go of control. Each deep breath, on the exhale, allowing everything that's no longer serving us to fully dissolve. Each inhale, Breathing in light. Each exhale dissolving, releasing. Feeling in our deep hearts the gratitude for this help that's being provided for us today. As we release and let go, can feel ourselves lighten. Feel the energy in our bodies begin to loosen, expand, and fill with light. As all these angels and all these beings rush to help us. They're full of excitement to help. They're full of love to help. They're coming with the best intentions. And they're acting in our best and highest good to help us dissolve, release all the things that are no longer serving us in all time and all space. And each deep breath, we surrender. Each deep breath, we feel ourselves going deeper and deeper into a state of relaxation. We feel the walls and barriers dissolve between our conscious minds and our deeper truth. And as those barriers dissolve with each deep breath, on the exhale, we feel ourselves sink deeper and deeper into our truth. We feel new pathways open, new doorways open, deeper and deeper into ourselves. Feel the opening, feel the expansion. Taking a deep breath. And on this exhale, another release. And we're going to become aware now of new pathways opening, a new awareness of a familiar connection, something that's always there, something eternal, something true. A homecoming, a love that's indescribable. We allow that to open and expand. And we feel our hearts open more and more and connect directly to the pure, unconditional love of existence itself. This is who we are. This is what we're made of. This pure love asks nothing of us. This pure love unconditionally accepts and treasures every particle of our beings in all time and all space. It fully loves and accepts every choice we've ever made. It fully loves and accepts every experience we've ever had in all time and all space. We just allow this feeling of pure love and acceptance to resonate throughout our entire beings. And we begin to notice that this love is the fabric of existence itself. You can feel it in the air around us. Whatever we're sitting or laying down on, we can feel that this fabric is pure love. We can feel the boundary between the air around us, what we're sitting on. Feel it begin to dissolve. Feel the boundary between ourselves and all beings and all of the particle of existence completely dissolve into pure, unconditional, blissful love. Breathing deeper and deeper. Continuing to release. And allowing the real truth of who we are resonate through our whole beings. Feeling ourselves at peace with every particle of our own beings, with every aspect of our own beings. We radiate peace, love, acceptance to everything in our past, in all time and all space, to every choice, every experience, past, present, future, all one, all loved, in all time and all space. We feel this love expanding from every particle of our beings to every other being in existence. To every experience, to every other particle. We allow the pure light of oneness, the pure flow of existential, unconditional love flowing from every particle of our beings, expanding out to love every other being and particle of existence in all time and all space. And as we allow this love to radiate and resonate through our bodies, and out into every version of ourselves in the past, into the future, in all timelines, we we fully relax and surrender and allow those angels and beings of light to continue their work, gently sweeping away anything that's no longer serving us, gently rearranging, rewiring, and reconnecting at the deepest level of our beings in all time and all space. Clearing out everything that's no longer serving us and helping us to expand and reconnect into our greatest truth, joy, prosperity, and purpose in all time and all space. And we'll continue with deep breaths. And just allow, just receive this help, receive this love, receive this kindness. Allow this complete energetic activation and reset. We can feel the gratitude rise up from every part of our beings for this help. Thank you. Thank you in all time and all space for the expansion. Thank you in all time and all space for the release. Thank you in all time and all space for my truth. Thank you in all time and all space for my awakening. Thank you in all time and all space for my reconnection. Thank you in all time and all space for my healing. And now we begin to notice the pure light of unconditional love penetrating every part of our beings and rising up from every part of our beings. Notice that this light has intense, powerful healing energy, and feel it heal, soothe, and rejuvenate every particle of our beings, every cell, every fiber, every muscle, every tendon, every vein, every artery. Feel this healing light flowing through our brains, clearing, soothing, releasing, releasing everything that's old and unnecessary, releasing everything that's no longer serving us in all time and all space. And feeling our brains now fully alive with fresh, activations, fresh energy, pure unconditional love rising from every cell of our brains. The synapses rearranging, the connections rearranging, optimizing, aligning with our greatest truth, aligning with our greatest purpose, aligning with health and prosperity, kindness and gratitude. And each deep breath now, just noticing our brains now. Gently being reborn, reactivated, reconnected in a brand new way. Fully aligned. Feel the gratitude in our hearts for the angels beings of light who are helping us in this process. We can feel new excitement now, rising up from every part of our beings. Our greatest truth, the things we've known all along, our true power, our true strength, our true love, our true gratitude, our true alignment, rising up now, fully expanding, fully activating, fully free to express itself in the world. Feeling the excitement of this activation, feeling pure unconditional love and gratitude, and wonder at now the multitude of angels and beings of light busy, actively unlocking and releasing patterns, thoughts, impurities, attachments, feel them helping us release. Working at every level of our beings, in all time, in all space, from the tiniest particle into the most expanded parts of ourselves, fully aligning our physical bodies with our greatest joy, our most expansive awareness, our most expanded truth, our purest love. Everything aligning and activating in a brand new way. Feel the gratitude in every part of our beings for this gift, for this beautiful help. Feel our bodies heal. feel ourselves rejuvenating, our cells clearing, every particle of our beings being recreated in this moment to the most healthy state, the most aligned state, everything being recreated brand new. Any aches or pains, impurities, completely releasing. Going to where they best belong. And our whole bodies being recreated, regenerated, healed, aligned, and on time and on space. Continue with deep breaths as this process continues. We find ourselves now with each deep breath going deeper and deeper into the center of our truth, into our own greatest wisdom. And in this space, we're open to receive a gift. Be an awareness, a piece of information, a clue, an inspiring thought or feeling. Allow that to form. Allow ourselves to receive that gift from our deepest wisdom. Now we can visualize this gift. Allowing the image to form in our field. In this image now, we're going to connect to this state of being, to this level of depth, to this level of alignment, to this level of peace and healing, to this level of love. And whenever we reimagine this symbol, this gift, we'll allow it to bring us back to this space easily, gently, and quickly. Continue with deep breaths, allowing ourselves to go deeper and deeper into this healing process. Deeper into a state of release, deeper into a state of receiving this help from all these angels and beings of light, healing us, helping us release, helping us reactivate, reconnect. Can feel our bodies begin to tingle. With an awareness that we are, in all time and all space, the pure, unconditional love of existence. Allowing that truth to energize, expand into pure certainty. You can repeat after me. I am, in all time and all space, the pure, unconditional love of existence in all time and all space. Continue with our deep breathing. Allowing the healing process to continue. Now we begin to feel excitement, becoming aware that the energy in our bodies, our minds, our entire beings on all levels of our existence has been purified, shifted, and expanded. And feeling that excitement energize our bodies, we can start stretching our fingers and toes, realizing that our whole reality, everything in our lives will begin to shift and rearrange itself to reflect back to us this brand new state of being. Our minds have shifted. The energy in our cells has shifted. Everything has been rearranged, optimized. We've released old patterns and attachments that are no longer serving us, and we've activated and aligned with our truth, our unconditional love, our joy, wisdom, purpose, and prosperity. We feel the excitement of the certainty that this shift will be reflected back to us. As we bring ourselves out of the meditation, open our eyes, and look around, knowing we've initiated a major change in our lives, a major realignment, and a major activation. Thank you for joining me today.